I'm working with new home buyers. They're so fun to work with because they're always so excited.
Welcome back to Overflowing Buckets, where people give freely from their overflowing bucket to fill others up. Today, we're thrilled to have Nicole Fantoni, a Dallas realtor known for her passion, expertise, and heart. Nicole doesn't just sell homes, she creates connections and helps her clients find the perfect place to grow. Tell me, how long have you been in real estate?
I started in November, so it's been about 3 months. And it's been a great
Excellent.
3 months.
Love it. What brought you to real estate?
Kind of, I started an internal audit, and it just wasn't as client facing as I thought it was, and a little bit boring sitting behind a screen all day. So I wanted to go out and make kind of just like be more impactful in people's lives. Besides, like making sure numbers are correct. But my dad's a contractor, my mom's a realtor, so I kind of grew up in the space. And I was like, I have them as support, and I feel like they've been doing pretty well in life. So might as well try it out too, so I can, feel like I'm helping people more than I actually like back when I'm at my old job.
Right? I totally see that. So, quick question. So, you got into real estate because it's kind of in your blood, right?
Yeah.
So what is your goal? So, other than it being in your blood, like some people, like I should be in software. I'm not in software. I don't have a software, like or like a space scientist or whatever that is. I don't even know. Satellite work. Not that's like if I followed my blood, that's where I would be. But you did. So what is your goal? What outcome would you like to get? Like maybe 5 years down the road.
Possibly opening my own brokerage. My goal this year is just to help. My goal is to help 30 families this year. So that's what I want to do this year, and then hopefully keep growing that number over the next 5 years. But also very excited to just learn the business and meet as many people as I can, because everyone in this business is also very kind. They're all out here to like help you and give you advice. Like no one's out here like trying to like ruin like their relationship with anyone. So
Yes, I love the environment of our industry and the community that we have. So your goal to help 30 families either buy, sell, invest in the next
mhm,
year. So what is your
mhm.
plan? How are you going to get, because is it just like um because your dad's a contractor, your mom's a realtor? How are you planning on finding these folks to trust you to help them with the biggest financial decision that most people make?
Yeah. I think one of my big goals this year too is also to like work on my social media game per se. So I'm looking to like be able to showcase like my abilities and my trust through that, as well as just doing the daily activities I feel like a lot of other real estate agents do, like calling, open houses, door knocking. Kind of want to also experience that as well. I may not like every one of them, but I do want to work on each skill and then eventually kind of decide what I like best or what's working for me and pursue that one. But for now, I'm kind of just like working all angles.
I love that. Well, that gives you experience because sometimes you don't know until you do it, right?
Yes, for
Awesome.
sure.
So the first thing you mentioned was social media. How do you plan
Mhm.
on that is such a broad range right
Yeah,
there. So
yeah.
narrow that down for me. How do you plan on tackling social media?
So right now, I don't have like a social media manager or anything, but I've kind of just been researching online and then following a bunch of accounts that work on like real estate or like lead generation topics and stuff for realtors, kind of following those guides because there's a lot of free information out there. Like I feel like you don't need to go out and join a membership or buy something for someone to like generate all these things for you. I think maybe later down the road that could be like a good option, but like when you're just starting out and like everything's so expensive, you don't want to go out and just start buying these things that you may or may not be able to use. But my goal is mainly to follow 15 people a day, comment on like 15 to 20 stories a day, post either every day or every other day, and kind of just like I personally am not from Dallas, so I've been really enjoying learning about all the local companies and people in the area and connecting with them through social media. But I mainly focus on Instagram and then Facebook, and then TikTok was a little iffy because of like it going away and then coming back. But
Right.
posting on there, but yeah, I think is for me, it's like focusing on one social media platform, which would be like Instagram for me, but also because Instagram and Facebook are linked, I kind of only have to post on one platform and then it kind of just appears on the other one. But yeah,
Yes. It's like a twofer, right?
yeah.
So Instagram and just so I have social media courses, branding courses on our website. If you ever want to go, just kind of, it's a slide deck and you can just follow it. I don't like the videos. I feel like I have to like sit through 60 minutes to get like two nuggets. So we just have them there. We had somebody help us do that. juanandbettina.com/courses. Feel free to go there and just kind of take it and create your own branding, because really that's what people fall in love with, and then just kind of work through that if you'd like, if it'll help.
Mhm. Yes, I checked out your branding kit. So I started doing that on Canva, which has been a really
Ah,
good tool for me at least. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought there was so much good, like useful information. It was very applicable. I feel like you see a lot of things and you're like, how do I get started? How do I do this? But like your guide was very like step by step, very simple. Like go do this and then go do that. And I was like, this is so easy to follow.
yay,
So
good.
yeah,
That's the
I think the
intent
only
of
thing I
that.
didn't do was a logo, but other than that,
Okay, well, you can still do that. I mean,
yeah.
at your convenience, once you know, like, understand.
Mm-hmm.
I What I've done is I use AI, right? Once,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll use chat and have it learn me, like who I am, and then I'm like, hey, create a really good logo, and the main prompt is don't use any letters or numbers.
Okay, that's a good information.
Yeah. And then like tell it like, and then you can take that, copy that, put it in Canva, and then rework it however you want.
Okay, I'm gonna try that after this.
Yes.
Thank
So
you.
AI is my best friend. So you're working through through the branding, which is phenomenal.
Mhm.
You're working through Insta, Facebook, and maybe a little TikTok because they're your favorite. And it seems you have a really good solid schedule going. So where else do you plan on getting business? How else? What's your
Honestly, I
next? Like
think
you
we're
go to social media, you can't do calls and open houses
yeah.
and. What's your next thing that you want to test?
I want to do like a first time home buyers event, like one like either in person or virtual, but like pair with like a officer and kind of like do one of those. So I think that could be really cute. I really like going to title company events too, but those are kind of more for my like me meeting other realtors, not so much me like prospecting people who haven't like who are looking to buy or sell, but
Well, you can
also
learn a
just like
lot.
community events. Yeah.
Yeah. So have you considered, because since you seem to like networking, have you like just gone maybe on Eventbrite and joined some of those networking groups on maybe the chamber or something?
Yeah. I go on, well, kind of just depends on what events that I see, but I've gone to like the Young Professionals Networking event in Dallas. I did one of those and it was really fun.
Nice.
And then I've kind of seen other, like, they're not like networking events, they're just like events that I'd be interested in going to like meet people with like similar passions. Like, I did the health one in Dallas. So, like, I
Nice.
forget what it was called. It was like a health tour. They did like they partnered like a yoga studio partnered like two or three of them in the Bishop Arts area. They partnered with like this juice cleanse company and then like this sauna company, and it was kind of like a bar like a health bar crawl. That's what they did, but it wasn't like like drinking and stuff. It was like healthy stuff and like dry January stuff. It was cool.
So it's dry January. So it's
Yeah,
you're finding your people. You're finding your
yeah,
niche, your people in that area. Are
yeah.
you touring properties all the like every day?
Not every day. I usually like to go twice a week just to film content. and kind of just learn more of the area. Because like
Yeah.
go, I'll schedule like maybe an empty tour just for myself to go look at the property in the area, and then I'll door knock around to see, like, kind of just talk to like the neighbors, see if they want to sell their house, but also just to get more information kind of about the neighborhood. Because I feel like a lot of people have been living in their house forever, so they have so much to tell me about their neighborhood, their home, the people next to them. So yeah, it's good to learn, but I think I
That's
probably should
brilliant.
start scheduling empty open houses a bit more, or not openness, empty tours a bit more.
Okay, so you're gonna put that on your schedule to do the
Yeah.
open tours and open houses, and that gives you a lot to like, it gives you a reason to talk to people,
Hmm.
right? Like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I'm gonna do this on Saturday. Who do you know?" Da, 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 and all that open
Hmm.
up that conversation. I love that you're so assertive and intentional with what you do. That is such a key component to success. I absolutely love that so much. So, if you could wave a magic wand and like visualize the avatar for you, the client that you would just love to work with, can you like who is it? What's their name? Who do they look like? How old are they? And like,
I'm working with new home buyers. They're so fun to work with because they're always so excited. And it also helps me break down when I talk about the process of buying a home with them. It also helps me like slow down and like think about each step to be intentional about what I'm going to say to them and like kind of help them on their journey. But new home buyers are also they're just so happy. They're so like excited to get going. They like always they trust you. You're like their number one person, go-to person, and like I've had good experiences with them at least. So those are kind of like my
yes.
favorite buyers. Also, any motivated seller too.
We love them both. And you're right.
Yeah,
There's something about helping somebody purchase their very first home. It's like having your first child, your first home, your I shouldn't say your first marriage, but it's like all
yeah,
those big life events and for you to be able to
yeah,
be a part of that. That's huge. That's so exciting. Um,
yeah.
so are you finding yourself enjoying more? You mentioned Bishop Arts District in
Hmm.
Dallas. Is that kind of
Yeah.
like your nichey favorite place to be?
Um, Honestly, it's been kind of all over. Well, I've noticed a lot of the young, well, not younger, like people who are first time home buyers, they're kind of looking to move outside into the suburbs of Dallas. So I've kind of been working around there and like Plano, Richardson, a little bit of South Dallas, or like Midtown, kind of just like on the outskirts. Um, Unless they were looking like, I feel like in Dallas it's very hard to find like a house because it's more like homes and condos. So
Condos, yeah.
yeah, and they're usually like ridiculously expensive, or at least
Well,
not in the first time
I know of
home
one. It's
buyer.
like $200,000. It overlooks Turtle Creek. Great deal. So I'm just going to put a plug in for that one.
Yeah,
Um, um,
I should send
well,
them that.
huh?
I said I'll send them that. The one
Absolutely.
in.
I'm all about the views right now.
Mm-hmm.
So you're finding a lot of people wanting to go out in the suburbs a little bit more, Plano,
Mm-hmm.
Richardson, and but that's interesting. They're still wanting to stick relatively close to you in Dallas because Plano,
Yeah,
Richardson isn't too far out in the suburbs at
no,
all. Yeah.
no,
It's not like
no, not
Salina.
crazy.
I'm seeing a lot of people over there moving to Salina. So it's kind of like we've got Dallas to Plano Richardson, Plano Richardson to, Frisco to Salina. It's like, woo, we're just creeping.
Tracking the flocks. Yeah,
Oh, that's
no, for
fantastic.
sure.
So if you could wave a magic wand, right? What would your
Mhm.
perfect day look like?
Perfect day. Wake up, make my coffee. Can't function without my coffee and
Coffee.
breakfast. Yeah, but usually, well, I guess that's after. I usually wake up pretty early, like 6 a.m. Work out from like 6 to 7. Then eat breakfast, get ready for the day, and make my coffee. And then usually check my emails. And then I like to call in the morning because usually if you get someone on the phone, they can't talk, and then you just call them back at night. So at least you got a hold of them, and then plan for later. And then break for lunch. I like call a lot. So like I'll call in the like all throughout the morning. And then I'll plan my posts. I like to post at 6 or 9 p.m. So like afternoons I post and then usually I'll schedule tours, open houses at night. I've started to do that or during the like lunch from like 11 to 2, 11 to 12 to 1 type.
Yeah.
I get a lot of traction there sometimes during weekdays. But I guess perfect day. I guess. Like let me backtrack. Perfect day. Like I would probably just call until noon, break for lunch, about like a half hour to an hour. I have to like work on eating slowly, but and then usually schedule meetings and do my social media in the afternoon. Go on some house tours, film content, and kind of call at night too. From like after people get off work or like they drop their kids off on their sports from like 4 to like 6. And then I'm done for the day. Maybe if I didn't work out in the morning, I'll go to a workout class at night. But it's kind of
All
like a
right.
typical day.
That's a full day. And then you
I
put
guess
in your
perfect day,
appointments.
everyone answered my phone call.
Ah, and then you set
But
appointments for the rest of the week and you're like, I don't
yeah,
have time to hit the
yep,
phones.
for
Well,
sure.
very good. So I think what was your goal when you made this appointment with me? Because I think we might have made because it's like, oh wait, she made an appointment to be on a podcast. Was that your goal?
Yeah. And just
Good.
to talk to you too, because I wanted to like learn more about you and everything. But it's great.
Oh, what would you like to know?
Kind of like, what is your perfect day? And then, as someone who just started, what would you be doing to, I guess, source leads and stuff?
So I think it's probably those are two different kinds of days, right?
Yeah.
So my
Hmm.
perfect day is probably going to be different than if I had first just started out.
Yeah.
Right.
I kind of just want to see what you would start at and then like what I guess I can hope to look forward to.
Right? So I think I look at more like the perfect week. So when I set a goal, so this is how I like to set a goal. So I'll set a goal for the year, right? And then I'll break
Mm-hmm.
it down into 12 months. And then I take that month, so let's say February, and then I take February and I break it down per week. Okay. So on
Mm-hmm.
Sunday, I'm going to look and I'm going to design my that week.
Mm-hmm.
So we do pop buys, right?
Yeah.
And I work with my husband, so we do make some calls, but we work a lot with our sphere of influence, and we follow up on leads that come in. So we don't spend as much time like cold calling or doing things like that. I really, really love um, nurturing relationships. Like that's my joy, right? So like right now we're getting into February. So yesterday we spent I probably spent a couple hours every day working on getting those ready, like getting my gifts ready and doing that just because it's joyful, right?
Mm-hmm.
I also will take time to check the market and to look at the market every day. Also, take time to do videos. So, I like to spend my mornings really focus on like office activities, like you do, right? And then afternoons, I like to use the afternoons to go on appointments or to spend with my family. So that's pretty much how that hammers out.
Mm-hmm.
Weekends are only for appointments and family only. So that's kind of how
That's
my
yeah.
day works. My perfect day is I wake up, I spend time with my husband, we drink coffee, we kind of hash out our day, like talk about it. Um, we're very big on self development. I like the Growth Day
Mm-hmm.
app with Brendan Richard, so I love to do that. I don't know if you're familiar. Check it out, Growth Day, Brendan Richard. It's like
Okay.
orange logo with like a sunshine, like in white. And I
Mm-hmm.
highly, highly, highly recommend it. And just starting the day with that. And you'll see why. Once you look at it, I think you get a 7-day free trial. Um, I can send you if you don't get in a free trial online, let me know. I'll send you a link that'll get you a free trial. And then
Okay, cool.
it's such a brilliant way to start the day and with personal growth. And then, just go in. And every day is
Mm-hmm.
a little different, right? So, like, it might be
Yes.
negotiating contracts. It might be following up with lenders. It might be following up with clients. It might be so, but we plan it on Sunday for pretty much for the week. And I like to have a lot of open time because I think a lot of people they like to cram out their schedule, but I feel like if I cram out my schedule, I'm going to want to stick to my schedule, and then I might like
Mhm.
because my goal is to look for opportunities to put into
Mhm.
my schedule. So I have my must dos, my big rocks, and then the open time for joy, and which for me, joy is serving others. That's like my joy. So I'm
Yeah.
constantly looking
Mhm.
for ways to serve others. So
Oh
I
my God, that's amazing. I'll have to check that out though.
Growth Day, yes, you
Yeah.
got to check out Growth Day. It's a great way to start every day. It has your lessons in it. So Mel Robbins or Brendan spends 20 minutes, then you journal, you put in
Mhm.
your tasks, you have your lesson, and then you have your end of the day review. And it just
That's
levels up
cool.
your awareness. Yeah. And it's all right there in one app. So easy.
It's like, what's your favorite book?
Oh my goodness. That is such a people ask me all the time. I'm like, my favorite
I
book.
like to read, so maybe
Oh,
do like
golly.
personal growth book and then like I don't know, like fun book. So I
Okay.
usually go back and forth when I read.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a fun book. Okay. So this one is a fun book, Life's Golden Ticket by
Mhm.
Brendan. It is like, I cried. It's a story about second chances, and you just have to read it. It's an easy read. I actually read it in one day. For fun, I love everything PG Woodhouse, which is a little cheesy, right? But it's about a butler. If you want fiction, but that Life's Golden Ticket, please read that. And
Okay.
then, golly, you know, it depends. You've read Rich Dad Poor Dad,
Yes.
okay? You've
Classic.
read Stephen Covey's Atomic Habits. You've read Atomic Habits.
Yeah. I listen to it occasionally now too, just because like
Uh,
sometimes I forget things and I need reminders.
yes,
But it's a
when I was
good
getting
book.
my floors changed in here, this is crazy. But I actually wrote the habits down on the floor beneath my flooring in my office. So it's like
I
see the
love that.
foundation of my home. Like
Built with good habits. Atomic habits.
fun I did. I'm like, oh, there's so many books. Uh, Millionaire Real Estate Agent. That was a good one for when I first started out. The Multipliers, Remarkable is a good one.
I haven't read that one. I'll have to start that.
Uh, Results Faster by Tony Jury. That's a good one. Um, I like, let's see, GoPro and anything Brendan
Okay.
Burchard. And
Hmm.
I can't think of the titles right now.
Those are good. No, those are plenty. I'll like, definitely keep me busy for a while.
Oh yeah. Oh, Worthy. I don't think you need this, but Jamie Kern Lima wrote a book called Worthy. That was my thing for a hot minute.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I'll have to
because
check that
sometimes
out. I
books
haven't
are
heard of it.
like, yeah, because whatever you think you're worth, or that's like your cap in your subconscious. So, like, you can make millions of dollars, but if you are carrying baggage, right, you'll lose it all.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
we've seen people do that. So, yay. Well, I appreciate you coming on, saying hello, and please stay in touch. You have my cell phone number. Call me anytime.
I totally will. Thank you so much. Love to catch coffee with you. I know you said you love coffee too.
I do love coffee in the morning, so
Yes.
anytime. So thank
Awesome.
you.